And my question for this week has to do with things being too much. So this is a perfect tie-in.
Perfect. Let's do it.
Segment. With that, let me ask you this. I send you a video that we're going to watch because that's going to kind of lay the context for others. We're going to watch this video, and then I'll ask my question. It's a food video, and I think we've watched this guy before. But if we haven't, then I think I have another one in the grab bag for this week. So
Okay.
I'm going to watch this, and then we'll talk about it. Okay?
Okay. Got too many windows.
No, you're good, bro.
I'm trying to go back to regular producing again. I'm like, wait a minute.
It was a quick shift. Yeah, and you ran a solo last
What's
time,
going
so
on?
there's more things going on.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
It's got some, looks like pork.
It's a lamb shoulder, which I'm going to
Ooh, let's turn that down just a scope.
season all over, then brown off all of the sides with some spice and chilies and wine and stock, vinegar and thyme, and a bunch of charred off vegetables to let it simmer until the meat falls right off the bone. I'll pull out all of the bits and let it cool off in the fridge, and scooping off all of the fat for later, then simmer the broth and let it strain and use to rehydrate the meat and turning the rest of it into a birria gravy. And I'll peel my taters. Then I'll slice and boil in salted water and drain them and give them a shake, then into some hot birria fat in my tray. Add salt flakes and bake, flipping them halfway to get these crispy roasties. I'll also blitz up some dried chilies with some sugar and salt into a dust to chuck into my tabs till they're looking banging. And warming up some birria fat to get equal volume, eggs, milk and flour seasoned and keep cool to pour it in to turn it into this bloody gorgeous Yorkshire pudding. And of course I'm going to need some finely diced coriander onions to chuck into my Yorkshire pudding with plenty of different cheeses and birria gravy, and these, and I'll carefully get it wrapped up and seal it in with a cheeky pot of birria broth and of course some birria lemon mayo to go on the side so I can slice it right open, peel this back looking absolutely banging, so I'll dip in the mayo and have a good old scream. I've got a bunch of chunks.
So yeah, a bit much.
So it's a bit much, right? Looks very good, obviously. Like, that's crazy.
Looks
it's a
phenomenal.
super indulgent thing.
Yeah.
It's a bit much, right? So I don't remember how I got to this point, but I was talking to Jordan about it this week. Like, just too much, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so my question has to do with, this kind of like influencer lifestyle, right? And why do you think that we're captured by it? Obviously, the reels, the TikToks, were captured by just these videos of too much. It's just, it's all too much. It's too much stimulation. It's too much input. All of it is too much, right? If you tried to make that, it would be delicious, I'm sure, but it's way too much, right?
Oh, dude.
Why do you think that we're grabbing on to the excessive like influencer lifestyle when it's so counter to the genuine American experience? You know, like that had to cost $200. That burrito that he just made had to cost $200. The lamb chunks, all the everything, like the sword, everything, right? Has to cost $200 for one fucking video.
Oh yeah, multiple takes. I guarantee you.
For one fucking video, right?
That was what, less than a minute long, or
it's a reel. It has to be less than 90 seconds. So
why are we doing this?
Why are we doing this? I don't expect you to totally have an answer. It's a conversational thing, but like
we answer that question. We save society. We answer this question.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's too many. There's not one answer. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah.
Because it's just a gang of factors. I mean, the fact that the influencer lifestyle exists at all is a weird fucking thing. People are finding very different ways to become influencers now. It used to be a few categories. There's like a fitness influencer there was like a beauty influencer, and then there was a lifestyle influencer, and now there's food influencer. I mean, there's one for every fucking thing now. But it's the sickness that society has been, it's the addiction society has gained by relying on all of these fucking short form, high intensity, attention grabbing videos that are just generally, food things are about the best thing that come with shorts, because it's like, oh, that's might be inspirational. You might try something like that or whatever. Give you some ideas.
Make that if you wanted to eat that.
You could, but scroll through reels. It's mostly just a bunch of nothing.
Yeah.
There's no story to it. There's no nothing. It's just all garbage, brain rot shit that keeps you addicted to your next hit. Why do we like that so much? Because we're fucking retarded. Because we don't live real life anymore.
Yeah.
And it's just, and then it just, the beast feeds itself, and then next thing you know, I mean, it's
Kevin,
I like them for what they are, but they're just, it's fucking brain rot.
yeah.
It's fucking brain rot, man. It's not good for you.
Kevin says people want to be distracted. Do you think they want to be distracted? They want to be distracted. They want to watch people eat if it means they don't have to address the problems in their own lives. I think that's a good point. I think that's fair, right?
That's definitely a massive factor.
Do you think one of those problems is like a latent boredom, right? Because if you were, I don't want to be too shitty about it because I don't live like that hard of a life, but like a more older school lifestyle where you had to work to get more shit, where you couldn't like just buy everything. You had to work at your house to procure more items. You would be doing more stuff. You would have way less time to just sit down and scroll on your phone for an hour,
Yeah.
So you think it distracts from that latent boredom that exists? And even if you have other shit to do, it's shit on the computer. It's not like proper work, but
I mean, you could also be like cleaning your fucking house, or that's what I mean. Tons of stuff you could be doing.
Yeah,
but we're not. I mean, people will be spending an hour going through fucking TikToks or Reels or YouTube Shorts when they should not be spending an hour doing that.
Right?
It's a distraction from the world's woes. Yeah. You generally get some kind of hit of dopamine or something like that when you're doing it. You see a cute little cat video. Yeah. My fucking Instagram reel is just full of adorable cat videos.
I got
which
a bunny
is pretty
in the
sweet.
grab bag for later. It's awesome.
Nice. But it's a distraction, and it's because life sucks.
Yeah.
Especially these days. It's real hard to do real good these days, because everything is exponentially more expensive than it was even fucking a few years ago, all that inflation really, try going to the fucking grocery store,
Oh, I
life's
know it.
fucking hard. And so it could just be easier just to sit down, shut off, and fucking flip through your phone for an hour and not deal with the realities of the world. And our society loves to shut off to shit that we need to do.
Right.
I think that would be the issue. To the too much aspect of things. If you want to attempt to be relevant in this fucking internet world, the bar's always got to get pushed higher and higher and higher and higher and higher. Mr. Beast used to give out $100 or $1,000 to random dudes on the street. Now he's spending $200,000 to do some crazy extravagation thing where goes to another country and fixes a bunch of eyes for people and shit like that. Like, it just has to keep building. It has to get more intense. Got to get flashier, cooler stuff. Everybody's doing this. The trend in the food world now is like, it's not, hey, here's a quick little video about how I'm making this thing real quick and make it kind of, now it's like extreme, and it's like all the fancy, pulling out the fucking sword and chop, chop.
Right.
Don't need to do that.
Punch, smash, crunch, chop.
But,
but
it makes it more engaging. It's more attention grabbing. So that's going to get higher views. And then because that's working, someone else is going to have to raise it up. And it started with Salt Bae going like that.
Yeah.
Done. And now it's
we
fucking...
got Hot Lady Chef that's making fucking...
Hot Lady Chef is good.
We got her in the grab bag too.
I'm excited. I love Hot Lady Chef. I like Hot Lady Chefs.
Yeah.
Period. But she's a special case, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
funny. She's got the attitude, she's rough around the edges. The middle finger every time. It's a whole deal.
Oh, dude. Yeah. I fucking... I lived in Long Island for way too long to not find that attractive. Oh, well, that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah.
I have one, but maybe we'll save it for later in the show. It's too government focused for right now.
Deal. Yeah, it's just all a bit too much, is kind of where I'm at with it. So
everything's fucking too much right now.
Yeah.
It's all incredibly unhealthy.
Let's start with the Supreme Court thing, right? I have an article here that I can send you. Copy, boom.
Copy pasta.
Yeah.
I hate that I just said that, by the way.
I just learned about the roots of that the other day. About creepypasta. That's where the conversation started.
Really?
Like where did this come from? And I didn't know. I'm not of the internet, It's just not. It's foreign to me. So
I had no idea.
Yeah, well, apparently that's where the term creepypasta came from. Is from copypasta.
I didn't know creepypasta was a thing.
Oh yeah, it's like just, spooky internet stuff. Creepypasta, I think, was an actual website, and you could just go there and just weird internet stuff, urban legends and videos and blah, 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 like that type of stuff. Stories, a lot of like short stories and like that type of shit, the stuff that's like repost this or fucking die. And,
yeah.
Right. This type
If
of
you don't repost this to 10 of your friends,
precisely,
something bad's gonna happen.
I remember Navy SEAL copy pasta. There, so
it's goated.
yeah. I remember.
Shout out, Brian.
Being in like elementary school and being on MySpace and having one of those things be sent to me. If you don't send this to 10 people, this fucking ghost is gonna come and kill you.
Yeah.
And, then getting off the computer and being like, oh fuck, I think I only sent it to 8 people, and like being like actively upset.
I'm gonna die.
And my mom was like, listen, if you can't recognize this isn't real, you can't be on the computer. It's like we need to have a conversation about this.
This ghost is not going to try to come
fucking
kill
real.
you.
It's like it's completely fake. It's like the computer didn't exist 20 years ago. It's like this isn't real. Like I promise you.
Oh my god.
Yes.
You know that it really started early with chain emails. That was the fucking worst. Because they were all like, it was like the early days of the meme, right? But it was all terrible, and it was all super like, it's like dad humor, but if dad humor wasn't fucking awesome,
right?
And it was just the worst shit, and then you
puns and stuff.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. And it's like you have to forward this on to 10 people in your contacts list or whatever, or
I forgot about that.
Like
I remember, like when I
so
first
terrible.
made an email address, and you like add contacts in there, like your family and just the basic people, but then they send you shit like that from like your uncle and stuff.
Yes,
and get the fuck out of here.
It's always from fucking Uncle Bob or some shit like that. I
completely forgot about that. I totally forgot about that.
It was a dark time in the internet, dude. It was a dark time. Let me bring you back to my day.
That's a nice throwback. Yeah, that's good. That's a good throwback. I really like that.
Just throw in that fucking dial-up tone, and
wow,
now you're living life to the fullest.
I remember that, calling people. You call someone and you just hit that, and you're like, oh my god,
it was so loud, dude.
Yes.
Oh
like, bro, I tried to call you and you were on the fucking internet, and you're like, yeah, I'm fucking had to look up movie
times.
Like, it was map questing something. Leave me alone.
It was gonna take me 5 minutes, man. Hey mom, I need to go on the internet. Well, it has to wait because Deborah's supposed to call me in an hour. So wait until she calls, and then you can get on.
Oh my god, yes.
And also, my fucking dad loved it at night when we do that, because couldn't get any fucking telemarketer calls at night because all the fucking boys are on the internet. He's like, I'm happy.
Good.
That phone is not gonna make a goddamn sound all night.
Watch fucking Jeopardy, bitch.
Oh, dude.
To the salt of the streets, coming at you every week with this food for thought. Hope you ready.